Yo guys, Hunter here. Going to be doing my top 5 PSP games for the year. Number 5 is The Third Birthday. Sorry, I don't actually have a real case for this, but whatever. The Third Birthday is somewhat of a continuation of Parasite Eve on the PS1. Aya Bree is... I think it's Aya. It's Aya. I had to think if it was Aya or Aya. Boy. Aya Bree is the main female protagonist of The Third Birthday, and you must travel back in time to prevent certain events from happening, like certain key points, and you are able to jump from body to body, meaning Aya jumps from Soldier A to Soldier B and uses... You're not really using like their body per se. I mean, you're still Aya with your weapons and whatnot. It's just that you're jumping from person to person. So that way, if you're about to die as person A, you can jump to Soldier or person B and be alive. I really like the concept of that. I thought it was a lot of fun. It's actually kind of addictive too, because the combat is really fun. At least I find it fun. For the PSP game, I thought it was really well done. I do really enjoy the PSP games. I think there are some good ones. Now, some games don't work so well with a running gun kind of thing, but this one did well, and I appreciate that. Number 4, Ratchet and Clank Size Matters. Also, no original case for that either. Now, this released on the PS2 and the PSP. There are actually no differences between the two, which is cool. Having Ratchet and Clank as a portable game is amazing. I think it was a lot of fun. It really hit home with, the series. Now, the only thing I do have to say about it is it's very short, maybe 4 to 5 hours. But it's still a really good game. I still really enjoy it as a game. And you can always go back through the game and get the extra weapons. Get, the upgraded weapons. You guys know what I mean. Every Ratchet and Clank game does it. You go back through and get the new weapons, the upgraded weapons, the new armor, etc., etc. And that is a lot of fun because I have put quite a bit of time into the game, just doing that too. And I don't know, I love Ratchet and Clank, and Size Matters is a really good game. Number 3, God of War, Chains of Olympus. So, you should have seen this comment. At least one of the God of War games was going to be on here, right? I mean, it's God of War. But I really love Chains of Olympus because, I don't know, something about it just really speaks to me, and more so than Ghost of Sparta. Now, I really did like Ghost of Sparta, don't get me wrong, that is a solid game too. But Chains of Olympus is just so... I don't know, I like the story behind Chains of Olympus more, I believe. Especially the ending, and spoiler alert, but at the ending you find your daughter, you become a human, and then you have to forsake your daughter to take up the fight against Persephone? Persephone? I can't remember the name. I can't remember. I don't know. I feel like she was the goddess of... No. I don't know. Hades is the god of the underworld. I feel like Persephone was the goddess of death. I might be wrong about that, though. I can't remember. But I really like that ending, and the whole game was pretty good. It's also a short game, 5 to 6 hours, but it is a lot of fun. And very, everything is same as it was in God of War. You have the upgrades to do, the Gorgonite to collect, the Phoenix Feathers, and so forth and so on. So, if you miss something, there's always a reason to go back through the game and try again. And so, yeah. Number 2. Now, I do have to say that it was kind of hard to decide between 2 and 1 because both games I really, really loved. And I just had to go with this one as my number 2. And that is Star Ocean First Departure. Now, I know this is a remake of the PS1 game, but I never got the chance to play that. So, yeah. But I will say that this game is amazing. As a JRPG, it is great. You have added cutscenes. You have many party members to recruit, and you also have different party members in the game. In the story, there are different people that you can recruit, but you have to do certain things to get them, and you can only have so many. So you can't have all party members, like all possible party members in one playthrough. So you can play multiple times and get different people. And there's also extra characters. Well, not like extra characters. It's just characters that you have to have certain circumstances to get, such as befriend this character but do not take this character as an ally, or it'll block you from getting this character. And then there's also one where you have to have like both of these characters to get this character, and so forth and so on. I really like that. I thought that was an awesome idea, and it's really fun because you don't have to have the same characters each playthrough, and it's always a chance to find new characters that you want to play as, because you can also choose to play as a certain character. So story-wise, I think it's also an awesome game. You find out that there's these people visiting your planet, and they are actually humans. You have no idea what a human is because you have a tail, but you want to go on this space traveling ship. This trip to save your people because they're turning to stone, and it just opens this like nice wide story, and honestly it's such a great game. You guys should really check this game out. I usually actually go through this like once a year. I haven't this year, probably not going to be able to because I'm so swamped with other games and I don't want to take away from them, and just to go through this might be like an early start next year. And my number 1 PSP game is Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. Also no original case, which really kind of pisses me off. But yeah, anywho, of course Kingdom Hearts would have to be my number 1. It's such a great game. I love that you have 3 different stories to go through: Aqua's, Ventus, and Terra's. Now I do have to say that I do enjoy Aqua's fighting style more. I know she is a fire or a magic user, which I do use her as a magic user, but I also just love the how fast she is in combat. I feel like her combat style is a lot more free flowing and just easier to get along, easier to use. Not saying that I don't like Ventus and Terra. They are also both great characters, and they are a lot of fun to play as, and their stories are unique as well. But Aqua just kicked ass. And that tidbit at the end with Birth by Sleep, where you find Sora and Riku, and I can't remember who it is, but one of them blesses Sora with the light, so he's protected. And it kind of just opens up like this whole thing, and you meet Kairi in the game and find out where her origins come from as a princess, and we found that out a little bit anyway from the first game, but it goes a little more in depth and when she was a child. And you also meet King Mickey, which isn't a king anymore. He was actually that is when he was being trained by I can't remember who he's trained by, crap. But anyway, he's on his way to be a Keyblade master. So yeah. So anywho, I really enjoy all these games. They're wonderful, wonderful PSP games, and definitely some that you all should definitely look into if you don't already have them. Most of the ones I talked to are kind of, greatly known PSP games, which is sad, but I don't really have that big of a PSP game collection. So, yeah. So anywho, I hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe, share my video. It does help me out as a small YouTuber, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace out.